Sithorat. There is a guard post near your landing position. I advise eliminating its protectors before they investigate.
Stop slacking!
I am here, securing the line. I gather you felt that. If these quakes continue, none of us may escape intact.
If that gravity hook topples, we're going to have a problem. Find a way to stabilize it.
I'll put our science consultant on the job. He's en route to the planet now.
Solida Hesk and her corporation hold the secrets of Isotope 5. She is currently at her resort, hosting 3 Hutt clan lords.
Manju is a spice trafficker and slaver. Kabisho is a negotiator and advocate for the cartel. And Prodoranya runs an industrial moon.
Hesk has installed substantial automated security, and each Hutt also has a cadre of bodyguards. Resistance is inevitable.
We're not talking about Nar Shaddaa thugs. Who exactly have the Hutts employed?
Slavers and gladiators, beasts and beastmasters. Formidable opponents. The resort is built on a self-contained mesa. Isolate the mesa, and neither reinforcements nor fleeing witnesses will pose a problem.
There are only a handful of landing pads around the resort, so I'd suggest destroying the pads and the shuttles.
However, the Hutt's bodyguards are garrisoned at the landing pads as well. To cut off the resort, you will need to pass through them.
The enemy will still be able to call for help, even if we cut off reinforcements.
We can't hide the attack altogether. We can only delay word from spreading and disguise our objective.
I will monitor your position and update you as I can. May the Force grant you strength. Manju the Hutt's forces are ahead. These are his elite slavers, responsible for turning the royal family of Vayn into chattel for the Nar Shaddaa markets. According to Manju, they also once brought him a Sith Lord in chains. I do not believe it. Kabisho the Hutt's servants are near. They are Nikto, whose clan has served the Hutts for 12 generations, bred for battle. They are also known to keep formidable pets. Stay cautious. You are approaching a cluster of Prodoranya the Hutt's bodyguards. These are enforcers from his manufacturing plants. Brutes, not intelligent, but physically powerful. They can survive breathing toxins 20 hours a day. They will not die easily. The mesa is sealed. No reinforcements will come, and no one can flee. I suggest you proceed to the estate.
Don't let your guard down. The Hutt security may be broken, but Solida Hesk still has droids. Solida Hesk should be around somewhere.
The Archon reviewed my security himself, and if you have a problem, well, why don't you slither back and let me handle this? So the Empire is on Makeb now? Trying to kill the Hutts while they're in one place? Or do you trot after the Republic fleet wherever it goes?
Consider your position, Mistress Hesk. Your security is gone, your Hutts are displeased, and I'm your only hope for survival. I suggest you cooperate and tell me everything you know about Isotope 5.
Isotope 5. Right. Yes, my company found it, mined it for our Hutt investors. Kept it a secret by their request. Worst deal we ever made. It's because of the Hutts that we're going to lose Makeb.
You've been working with the Hutts for a long time. Don't claim you've changed now.
You want to know what the Hutts have done? Makeb only has a few weeks left before the planetary core rips apart. That's what happens when you extract Isotope 5.
The ground quakes.
No more Makeb, no more Isotope, and no more fancy resort or corporation. So yes, I'll need Hutt allies once my planet is gone.
How could Isotope 5 cause that much damage? What exactly is going to happen?
Apparently it regulates the planet's gravitational and electromagnetic fields. The groundquakes and storms are just the start. Nothing will survive. Go ahead, watch my hands. I'm not triggering any alarm. There. I've granted access to my corporate systems.
Checking. We're in.
I have information, money, and influence, and I'm as happy to work with you as with the Hutts. Just help me survive.
She acts unforgivably.
She's not going to betray us today. And if anyone can mislead the Hutts about our presence, it's her.
My operation, my decision. Consider this a stay of execution, Hesk.
Thank you. I'll keep funneling my resources to you and keep an ear out for anything new. In the meantime, what should I tell the Hutts?
The Empire knows the Republic is struggling with the Hutts over Makeb. Where the Republic goes, the Empire follows.
I can sell that. Good luck out there.
We'll check her corporate data and wait for you at the gravity hook. We can chat about the end of the world. We've got to have topographic scans, satellite imagery, something.
Mighty Wrath.
Right, welcome back. We found the Isotope 5's location in Hesk's files. The bad news? Getting to it is a problem. The good news? Makeb won't explode for weeks, so why worry?
Tell me the location of the stockpile. I want to move as soon as possible.
The Hutts are keeping the isotope at Stronghold One. It's a massive vault built by the government for Makeb's treasury.
One entrance, unbreachable walls, 6 layers of security.
6, plus a prototype being assembled by the Hutts. Some kind of Isotope 5-powered droid in the early stages. We're going to need time to plan.
If Stronghold One is where the isotope is held, then how do we get inside without drawing the Hutt's attention?
What about a distraction? There's a message we intercepted.
Interstellar Regulator Command to the Archon. The civilians are getting restless. Had to stop a riot today. And it'll get worse if the Republic's involved. We're moving the hover tanks into settlements. That'll keep them locked down. And we'll level city blocks if we have to.
Wouldn't take much to start a revolt. Worldwide rebellion, and the Hutts won't have the manpower to keep us from the isotope.
If the mercenaries are keeping the civilians in line, it's the mercenaries we need to target. That transmission mentioned hover tanks?
Hover tanks are the vanguard of the mercenary army. Armored and powerful. If you destroy them, the people could rally.
What about propaganda? Couldn't we send a message? Incite them somehow?
Tell them about mercenary atrocities, and how the Republic has made a deal with the Hutts. Make them afraid.
It will be done. If you can destroy the hover tanks, I'll keep you up to date on the status of the revolution.
You go to war against the Hutts today. It will be an honor to observe.
The hover tanks have been destroyed and the mercenaries have been routed.
My lord.
We have observed the enemy's flight. Riots have begun across the planet.
The Hutts just authorized the execution of any civilians not carrying ID. The mercenaries are demanding a raise.
We were counting on that much. Is there something else?
Some of the civilian leadership seems reluctant to take this opportunity to strike. We think they're laying low and regrouping. But if we're going to steal the Isotope 5, we need the civilian leaders organizing a full-on revolt. If I set up a meet, can you push them?
One way or another, I will ensure they go to war.
Yes, my lord. There's a man named Polis Avesta, who's got influence with the rebels. He's holed up at an old plantation. You've already got half the planet riled up. Win over Avesta, and he'll make sure everyone's pointing the right way.
Don't move, Sith! Not one move!
Careful, ground team.
Listen to their voices. They cannot defeat you, but they stand defiant.
I've come for Polis Avesta. Where is he?
Right here. I received your message. You freed the settlements, and I'm grateful. But why would the Empire get involved at all?
The Emperor does not tolerate his enemy's ambitions. The Hutt Cartel has proven itself an enemy. We've given you an opportunity to fight back. You need to take it and organize a planet-wide attack.
And what if we say no?
I have so much to offer you, things you haven't considered. Would you say no forever?
Fascinating points. I'll bite. I'll need to talk to my associates first, though. I can't make this decision for the whole planet.
I think that's a good sign. Once Polis is on board, get out and I can tip off the regulator mercenaries. Let them know Polis's attack is coming. Maximize the blood and fury.
Balance everything out so the Hutts and rebels kill one another. Is that it?
What?
We don't want the Hutts to win, but we need to draw the fight out as long as possible. I thought you'd like it.
These rebels battle for their people against unthinkable odds. They deserve our admiration.
It's done. Within 12 hours, we'll coordinate raids on the regulator bases and Hutt palaces. But we're still outmatched. Stay and help us plan.
I have other business, but when the fighting starts, I'll be there.
Then we'll see you on the battlefield.
I have what I need. Do I tell the regulators or not?
Set it up, but make sure the mercenaries don't know about our involvement.
It'll be an anonymous tip asking for credits in return. Should work out. We'll await you at the gravity hook. Fighting will start soon.
My teams say they're outgunned. Tell the Hutts to get us aerial support or the regulators walk.
The Hutts took our planet from us. Now we take it back!
Pakamalamaku, a perge kikama.
My lord, we're getting a few hours before the fighting settles. That's our window to break into Stronghold One and steal the Isotope 5.
You've had time to prepare. Show me everything.
Stronghold One.
Right. The vault facility is built into a volcanic mesa, with a single entrance above the magma. It's also got sensors, alarms, enough to catch any thief who gets inside.
We don't want to alert the Hutts before we have to. Can we neutralize the systems?
Our science consultant has a proposal.
Niga manik nagig oya. Makini argam kim mamek wawak. Beraka karam kara. Ninyamak ora mag yang megik. Mem amgab kugab kramanik. Umka kiga mayamak.
Assuming I proceed with a frontal assault, what then?
My squad will follow your initial insertion to cover your escape route. Once inside, expect heavy resistance. Regulator mercenaries and automated security, yes. But also specialists loyal to the Hutt Cartel.
There's also the Hutt's prototype Isotope 5 droid. Assuming it's online, which we probably should. Still trying to find its weak points, but we're out of time.
It has to be more than a name and a power source. What can the droid do?
Nulilak apa jam kamgram. Amka nem nang nemua inuk. Kam inu nemuk. Naja naya akam memnik miraka.
We estimate the Hutts have mined about 100 kilos of Isotope 5. You'll be able to move it by hand with Sithorat's help. I think that's everything. We're at your service.
The scheming is finished. The time for hiding, too, is over. Today we will crush the Hutts and claim the Isotope 5 for the Empire.
For the Empire.
For the Empire.
Nodrin, send that data on where to plant the explosives. Sithorat, get your team ready. All hands, let's go.